Welcome into today's video, a little special here. So you probably seen the title. Today it's just me doing the Versailles peace deal, as well as everyone or one peace deal. So this include of course Trianon, Saint-Germain, le traité de Saint-Germain-en-Laye, and so on and so forth for the different central powers, the different treaties for each central powers. So before we begin, I want to say that I will be taking into account revolt, civil war, and that. So, for example, I can't just say the Russian Empire takes this land because, well, of course, at the moment where the treaty was made, it was already the Russian Civil War, and nobody knew who was gonna win. So obviously, I'm going to take that into account. And yeah, so basically, it's just a what if I could just go back in time and go to the Entente and be like, guys, I do the peace deal, let me do it. And they just say yes for some reason. And so let's begin. And I think we begin right there with the western border of Germany. Now, the first thing first, obviously, well, this goes, Alsace-Lorraine goes back to France. I feel like that's no brainer. Belgium saw the same expansion as their north timeline, getting a bit of land here. And now the question is, what do we do with the Rhineland? So, first thing first, I'm going to give the Saarland to France, as it's going to give, of course, coal access to France, which is going to be great for industrial purposes and all that. And as well, I'm going to give the southern part of the Rhineland to France. Not that much better, as to kind of balance, make France a bit more powerful while not weakening Germany too much. And of course the northern Rhineland is not going to be demilitarized thanks to those gains, because if it was like if there was a war, like the Rhineland, which is the industrial base, would just be overrun in 2 seconds. So as to make it fair, it's not going to be demilitarized. Although like everything, like the border with France is going to be demilitarized. So I mean, the border at the east, like, so basically all of this is going to be demilitarized, but like this, it's not going to be demilitarized. Then we go to Denmark, which is going to expand all the way down the Kiel Canal to give complete control over who does and doesn't get out of the Baltic Sea. Sorry, US, I don't care about your thoughts about that. And this is going to weaken a bit German naval power, considering the British were kind of scared of naval power for Germany. This is also going to make it easier for Russia to have trade outside of the Baltic Sea. So I feel that that's a fair trade after World War I, considering it's really big conflict. Then we're going to go in Italy. So first of all, like southern Tyrol, South Tyrol, I guess you can say. It obviously goes to Italy, as well as all of Tyrol, and as well as this part of the Dalmatian coast. So that's what they get in our timeline. And of course, well, basically everything that they could ever want. I feel like that's a fair trade, although not necessarily the coast for Croatia, for the Kingdom of Croatia. We're going to get back on there a bit later when we're going to talk about Hungary. Now, of course, Italian Libya will expand like in our timeline, getting this, so this doesn't change. Colony PSD also won't really change, This goes to Britain. This time, you know what, no, I still give this to Belgium. Like, I feel like they kind of, they didn't do anything to, like, not win. I mean, they were, occupied and all, so they deserve a bit of compensation for that. And, of course, well, Cameroon will go to France, as well as a few territories that were given after the Moroccan crisis. I feel like that's a fair, that's a fair deal. We're going to get into for um Serbia now. So Serbia will of course get Bosnia for sure. That was a guarantee in the early days of the war. The king of Montenegro was already dead, and most of the population wanted to unite with Serbia, so that's also going to happen. Nothing new here. A few gains against Bulgaria, like in our timeline, won't change that. For the peace deal, so yeah, Bulgaria is actually not going to lose much. I mean, less than in our timeline. Trace is going to go to Greece, although we're going to see what's going to happen with the Turkish War of Independence, because I said I won't change anything, so maybe I'll do a part two of just me doing, like, this is just me doing the Versailles peace deal. Maybe I'll do a proper scenario. You're probably going to vote on that. Constantinople will go to Greece and not being an international zone. This will also go to Greece, although a bit less, only the Greek majority area. I feel like that's a bit better like that. This part of France is also going to Greece, and now we got the Bulgarian coast. Will Bulgaria lose its access to the sea? No. I feel like that was a bit harsh considering, I mean, sure, they keep the access to the Black Sea, but like, it's not the same thing. So I feel like keeping Bulgaria a bit strong during they lost so much is fair. That's only my opinion, again. Now the Polish rebels are are here, so I'm going to put them in already, and of course, they will gain at least those lands. That's like a guarantee, and they will also get Western Galicia. Now, I'm not going to get involved for the Russian Civil War. I'll do it a bit later on this video. And yeah, so I'm going to give a bit more German to Poland, and Danzig also to Poland instead of being a free city. And yeah, now we're getting into Trianon, into the Kingdom of Hungary. So first of all, the Romania is of course going to be awarded for joining the ally, but they're only going to gain southern Transylvania. Yep, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know realistically it wouldn't happen, but again, I don't care about realistic in discussion of peace deal. I'm doing the peace deal now. Does Hungary keep its access to the sea? Like right now, they didn't lose much. First of all, the Serbs here. Yes, they're going to join Serbia. And yeah, this is basically the end for the gains for Serbia. Yeah, I know that it's not that much gains, but basically what I'm going to do here is keeping Austria-Hungary kind of alive. A bit, not really. Yeah, I know this might seem weird, but again, it's not supposed to be realistic. It's just me doing peace deals. Just it's a lot. So now there is like Croatia actually becomes independent and stays with what is kind of Austria-Hungary, I guess. This is going. This is in revolution, and this is going to whoever managed to get, like, this is not part of Austria-Hungary. This is basically what will remain. This is a piece of all of Austria-Hungary. I know this might seem light, but you will. But basically, my point is that I'm trying to make a peace deal that is not too harsh, so that it keeps kind of the balance of power of Europe, even if there's this major war. So of course there are gains, but I'm not trying to make huge gains this way. balance of power kind of stays the same and hopefully prevent what happened in World War II. Because the problem with most of the pieces of World War I is that they were really, really harsh and destroyed like the old balance of power and make the new one that didn't last because World War II happened. So I feel it's fair to say that it didn't last long. So I'm trying to make a balance of power that is similar to the old one, but also not so much because some people lost, so they gotta lose land. Um, so I feel like this bigger Serbia is kind of powerful, but not too powerful for this balance. Now we're going to deal with the Ottomans, and yeah, remember what I said about balance? Yeah, the Ottomans, we don't care. We don't care. It's the Ottomans, guys. I don't care about balance. For the Ottomans weren't even considered a great power. It's, it's just because they kept Russia from doing things and expansion, but like Russia is kind of in a civil war, so like it doesn't matter if the Ottomans die. Russia is not going to expand anytime soon, so it's not really a problem. So yeah, sorry Ottomans, but yeah, you're getting divided. I don't see anything really changing, to be honest. Like I won't change the Ottoman peace deal. Um, like the only thing I will change is like what the Arabs got, because they kind of got screwed over, and that's not really nice to screw over people. So I'm making Arabia that is actually a bit more of what was actually promised. So yeah, they're getting Jordan and Kuwait because I'm a really nice guy. Hey, they kind of still get screwed over, but not as much. So they didn't kind of. I mean, they still got kind of bit screwed over, but like not fully though. So hey, that's that. Yes, so Italy is also gaining its southern part here. There's a southern thing. France is gaining this. Iraq is also gaining a bit, but technically that's British. Iraq, that's British influence here. Um, a bigger Armenia is also created because I like Armenia. Yep, here you go. And an independent state of Pontus, because it's a majority Greek region, is also created. So this is a peace deal that I made for the Ottomans. Um, yeah, that's a bit harsh, especially like, but I feel like it's a bit more fair. Like Pontus was majority Greek, but like you're not going to give this to Greece. Like, come on. It not only is it going to probably ring the bells for since Greece already gained Constantinople, which is a really important city, but it's also, going to make ugly borders, and realistically, Greece is not going to have much control over here and all that. So yeah, and we'll see what happens because again, I don't change like internal things, so the Turkish War of Independence is still kind of going to happen. So then we go to uh, Asia and Japan. So what are we going to give to Japan? So first of all, yeah, Japan still gains all of these islands because yes, and because like I feel that's the bare minimum, and they're still going to gain German Papua. Yeah, I know that's a bit weird, but I mean, Australia is still going to get also a bit parts of German Papua. They still helped, but this way, I give this to Japan. This way, because Japan is an island; they don't have much resources. This way, we're going to give them a bit of the resources, so it may so we can maybe have a less expansionist Japan. I think maybe because like for now, I didn't really do research on resources that were here and all that. So again, I'm going to do it when I'll do an actual scenario on this map. And now Finland. already broke away, so let me fix that real quick. Tech, and yeah. Now I'm gonna deal with the Russian Civil War. At least for the breakaway state, I'm not going to deal with like again the Soviets are still going to win, but oh wait, no. You know what? I'll probably do it in another video, and I mean, you're going to tell me if I should make a thing for this scenario about the Russian Civil War. But for now, this is a map, which this is technically still kind of united. I might change the colors there, so now I feel like that's a bit better. So again, you got so each and every one of the states have kind of the same status as Hungary did in Austria-Hungary. So Kingdom of Bohemia, Archduchy of Austria, Kingdom of Croatia, and Kingdom of Hungary. Now, oh yeah, and also almost forgot. Yeah, so here, so I missed that, but yes, there is like kind of like how Croatia was semi-independent in the Kingdom of Hungary. Now there's no the same thing, but for Slovakia, because because if it wasn't the case, Hungary would have the population advantage. So this way, in the union. But yeah, the Habsburg are still here. Germany still has its old regime, although it's not Wilhelm II. It's still in charge. It's now Wilhelm III or Catherine Victoria, I think. Probably say that. And yeah, so we're going to end this here. Again, if you want, if you want a Russian Civil War thing, for that, just like and subscribe and and maybe vote also in check the post and vote. And see you next time. This was a kind of special video, but I hope you enjoyed it. It was Jan Palo Historian. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll just go do my What If Nobody Won the Napoleonic War videos right after I did that. Yeah. Till next time.